Greetings, Starseeds and Lightworkers, Ava here, and today we've got an interesting question from one of our viewers named Willow, and she asks, is there a difference between a twin flame and a soulmate, and how do I attract my soulmate? So for those of you who are single, this may be an interesting topic for you, and for those of you that are partnered up, I'm sure that DiYeena is going to have some information that's relevant still. So let's go ahead, I'll go ahead and go right out, and we'll put you in touch with the Pleiadians. And those of you that are new here, welcome. Here we go. This is DiYeena of the Pleiadian Family. You see, we're here to bring the love. And we love this question, you see, about you're really tapping into the essence of the yearning of the human, you see, with this question. Because there is this deep desire for the experience of the polarity that brings us back into what you would consider love or oneness, or the beauty of the experience of consciousness itself, you see. And so the soulmate opportunity is simply one way, one avenue that some humans choose to experience this polarity, that choose to experience this essence, you see. So this is so beautiful, you see, and it is not a requirement. So many people, your world has made it seem like this is really the most important thing, is to find your soulmate and to have the family and to be the happy, and this is the way to be happy, is to find the soulmate or to find the twin flame. Maybe not, you see, because it is really a deeper opportunity here for the experience of the polarity, like we were saying, you see. And so you have the emptiness and the fullness, you see, and that breath that moves through it all. And when you have a partner to mirror that for you, it just really creates that dynamic play, you see. And you can also do this with yourself, you see. So there is the opportunity to, and this is really where we get into the difference between the soulmate and the twin flame. The twin flame oftentimes is the splitting of a soul. So a fractal can choose to split off into different pieces in order to experience a deeper sense of self, really, to experience a deeper reflection of the fractal that it is choosing to be. And so it will find and it will contract with another part of itself to have an experience of really getting to see itself in a very clear way, a very clear mirror. It's not that sometimes it is that the contract is to marry and all the things, and sometimes it is just a very powerful relationship, and you feel very at home. You feel like you've known this person forever. You see, because it is a part of you. Literally, it is a part of your soul. And so there is a deep knowing, a deep resonance, a deep understanding, and a deep, there is just this sense of like you have found a piece of yourself, you see, because it's literally what is happening, you see. And so the twin flames is like that, but it can also be very dynamic and not always the most pleasant in certain ways, you see. We'll say it like that, you see, because we like to have a little bit of fun, but it is all dependent upon what you agreed upon, you see, because there can be twin flame relationships that are very specific. We're going to go and do this particular thing, and we're going to go and have this particular experience. So you cannot box it in and say the twin flames look like this, or soulmates look like this, you see. But in general, this is the essence of it, is that it is a part of your own soul that is chosen to fractal off in order for a specific purpose to be fulfilled, you see. And with the soul mates, it is more two fractals or two specific soul frequencies that are choosing to come together in a more of a harmonic resonance way, you see. And so it is that their souls are creating a specific frequency that, when combined together, create usually a very beautiful note if you are to listen to it together, you see. And in this dynamic, it can be very powerful in its own way, in its own right, you see, but it is not necessarily one soul that is splitting for a specific purpose. It is really two individual units, you see, that have come together to experience the polarity of love, you see. So that is the way. You want to know how to find it, you see. This is a very interesting question because, again, we are going back to the individuality of your own agreements, and again, getting back to the beginning where we say, oh, is this really the best for all? You see, not everyone agrees that they are going to need to have a soulmate in this particular dimension. And you have to remember that in other dimensions, perhaps you are having the best soulmate relationship of your entire existence, you see. And maybe on this one, you don't have that, you see. And maybe vice versa. You are having an amazing soulmate experience. And then on another one, you're like, what is going on? I kind of do not like this version, you see. Or maybe you are loving it, you see. So there is so many different experiences of consciousness. And they're all relevant and important and necessary. So again, getting back to the experience of bringing the love is how do we really bring the love to where we can accept what is in front of us and what the experience of life is. You see, so it is not about attracting a soulmate or a twin flame in order to think that all the problems are going to be solved, because it opens up a whole nother kind of worms, you see. It is not so. It is not so always so much like we see in the movies. You see, it is really much more dynamic. You see, so keep this in mind that it is all about, rather than saying how do I attract my soulmate, it is really going deeper inward and feeling into what is your soul agreement for this particular body, this particular form, in this particular dimension. You see, and really asking from that particular vantage point. Because when you ask from that particular vantage point, what begins to happen? A new thing emerges, because now you're asking the different questions. It is not so much, I need the soulmate to be happy because that is what the movies say we need to do. You see, it is asking a different question. It is asking, well, actually, what is this particular version meant to do in this particular planet, you see, and what is the essence of it? And then when you tune into that, sometimes that involves mirrors, such as soulmates and twin flames, and sometimes it does not. And both are appropriate. Both are equally great, you see. What makes it not so great is your lack of acceptance, or your lack of being able to experience love in whatever role you have chosen, you see. So whether it is to choose to be in what you call the single, you be in the fullness of that and feeling the essence of the love in that, because you carry with you the entirety of the spectrum within. You notice you both have the masculine and the feminine within, and this polarity within yourself is a reflection when you are around another, you see, and this is with anyone, you see. And so it is with the soulmate and the twin flame that maybe we feel this a little bit stronger, and it is a little bit easier, and it is a little bit more fun, because we get to play in the different ways, and it brings up the butterflies, and it gets the heart going to the boom, 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 and all these things. And so we enjoy these feelings, you see, we enjoy these experiences, and so we want to do more of them. Oftentimes, you see. And so those are the easy ways, you see. But can you be in the love and in the frequency when the heart is not going to boom, 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 and the butterflies stop the movement, you see? That is really the deeper essence of love. It is to be in the essence of love, no matter what the circumstance. So I know this does not make some of you single people very happy to hear necessarily, but there is nothing to necessarily do other than to get into a frequency alignment with what you are here for. And so that is all as simple as coming into silence within yourself and listening and remembering. And asking your guides for help. They will tell you. If you forgot, you just say, knock, knock, my guide, I forgot why I'm here. Hello, can you please help me today? I just need to know, am I meant to just do this by myself, or are we going to have another person here to do some bickering with at times, you see, and to maybe do a little bit of love making too, you see. Do we have that in the cards, or I just forgot a little bit, you see. And have your guides help you get the clarity, because that is why we are here, you see. And oftentimes, some of you don't come with such an exacting contract, you see. You've left a little bit more open because you just enjoy the flow. You don't want to be so bound, you see. And so you want to have the flexibility to say, yes, maybe, no, maybe, you see, and to just have that fluidity. And that's fine too, which means you get to choose. We always have the choice, always have the free will. And so less about, is this my soulmate? Is this my twin flame? Is this some karmic relationship that we're just working out, all these things? Whatever the relationship is, it is still the same opportunity. Whatever the relationship is, it is still the same opportunity. which is, are you willing to meet yourself in love? That is all. If you cannot do this simple thing, it doesn't matter if it is a soulmate or not. You see, so every opportunity is the opportunity to meet yourself in love, with love, by love, and for love, you see. And so this is really the essence. So this is a great question. I know a lot of you have these questions around soulmate and twin flame and all these things. I hope you provide a little bit of clarity, but more importantly, a shift in frequency of perspective that allows you to begin to open up and to raise your own vibration and to be in the frequency of love, which is an expansion of polarity and experience, you see. And that is really what allows the power of creation to move through you at all times, you see. So in this can be with your individual form or with another, you see. Both are possible, you see. And so being really getting good at really loving within, you see. And that is when you can love always, in all ways. We leave you with that one. We bless you and we love you. I trust that this message was exactly what you needed to hear today. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you've got a question that you would love DiYeena to answer, go ahead and head on over to the link below in the description, and you can submit your question there for a future week to be answered. I'm so grateful for this community. I love you all so much and can't wait to see you all next time. Blessings.